What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Some more Pioneer Masters in prep for the Arena. Open. Got the hiccups. We've opened an Archangel of Thune as a mythic and Lotleth Troll as the rare. I don't even think Archangel of Thune is that good. I'm going to first pick it, but it really doesn't seem that good to me. It's like, okay, there are some cool interactions you can do with it, of course, beyond just it attacking and gaining 3 life and triggering. One of those with the Zulaport Cutthroat, if you can assemble the Cutthroat, the Archangel, and like the Nantuko Husk. Kind of sweet. What else are we losing out on? Rimrock Knight. We'll take the Angel. We'll see what happens. I have no allegiances to this card, though. I will be quick to ditch it if the need arises. Pick 2. Scatter to the Winds. Solid counterspell. Pulso Marasa. Love this value card. Does have a little bit of life gain for Archangel value. Nyx Weaver is fantastic. There is a Wild Slash here. Sky Knight's pretty good. If this is pick 1, pack 1, I probably just end up taking Wild Slash. Is my guess. So, I think I'll just end up doing that. Now what do we have? Oh, Rimrock Knight to follow it up is pretty nice. What else? Warkite's okay. I like Devour Flesh, District Guide. Yeah, Rimrock Knight is actually that good. Ooh. Some spicy cards in other colors now, if we wanted. Could just ditch everything, or at least stay extremely open and take Tomebound Lich after taking some red and white cards. Gearper Gearcrafter is a safe pick. Jessian Thief is a solid pick. Love this one as well. I think it's very good in red-blue if we wanted to go red-blue. Is the upside of the Thief better than taking Gearcrafter? That's the question. Because I think it's probably just better to take the Gearcrafter and stick with the good red cards for now. Okay, kind of regretting it. Now we're getting a 5th pick Mystic. Tactician, also good. I mean, I could just take Tactician and be red-white. But I feel like the Archangel in red-white's not even that good. You're not going to have many other ways to gain life. Right? So is a 5-mana 3/4 flying lifelink what we want? I mean, sure, if it connects once, it's good, but... The best card in this pack, I think, is Murmuring Mystic, so... Yeah. Kind of wish I'd taken the Jessian Thief now, but... So far, I think I've basically made the best pick out of every pack, except for the Gearcrafter pack. I think the Tomebound Lich was probably the best card there, but... My other 4 picks have just been what's the best card. Still a bit sleep deprived. It's, well, very early. Woke up at 4 a.m. Tried to get a short stream in. Baby woke up. The wife's feeling slightly better, though, so she's watching him a little bit this morning before I take over again. Yeah, Warhound's good. Go 2-drop into Bestow Mogus's Warhound. Pretty easy way to put way too much pressure early. Okay, no red card that we want here, or blue card, or white card, really. I don't want the Ghostblade Eidolon. The best card here is the Gnarlback Rhino. So stay open to red, green. Sure. Boulder Salvo and Humble Defector. Well, fine. I take the removal spell. Excuse me, sorry. This is what happens a lot of the time in this format, I feel like, for me anyways, while I draft it. Just red X. Just stay open to red anything. And you've heard me say it before if you've watched any of these Pioneer drafts. I think red X aggro is one of the best possible strategies to do. So it's not like this is a bad thing by any means. Is there any chance I can wheel that other Rimrock Knight? Probably not. No, maybe. Maybe if red is open enough. Do regret taking the Archangel now, but I mean, it is the correct choice at the time. Okay, Tactician's very good. Could certainly just take Expedite for a red card, but I think this is one of the better white commons, so that's a good sign for that. Scatter Wheeling. Gross. These red cards are not cards I play. I don't think they're any good. I mean, the Emissary is like fine, passable. But I think here we would sooner take one of these blue cards and stay open to that still. I'm not the biggest fan of Artisan. I'd rather take Consider, which can trigger the Mystic and help fuel cards like Treasure Cruise if we should get them. Oh, Cloudfin Raptor if I end up in blue. Okay. Still could be doing this. Hmm. That's a decent start. Still very, I mean, hell, we could even be blue-white or something still if we really wanted to. I don't know if there's that live Sky Knight that can still come back around. I don't believe it is, but... Jesse and Thief came back. I was thinking of taking that. Whoa, 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 okay. Well, now we're getting rewarded for our choices earlier. Sweet. So I'll be leaning towards this then. Last time I drafted red-blue in this format, somebody in the comments got mad at me. You know what? I'm not even forcing it, bro. I'm staying open. I'm trying to read the signs. And sometimes you just end up here anyways. Oh, wait, there was a Sky Knight. That could still come back around. Okay, I think the Expedite would definitely be playable in red-blue, but the Sky Knight is so much better that I'm going to take that and see. I'm not going to be running Cyclops in these decks. Lindy Vision's fine. All right, pack 2. Spirit of the Labyrinth, Phalanx Champion, Fight with Fire. Another Awakening Chance, Armed Mark, Scatter. Seems to be a pretty easy fight with fire, eh? 3 mana. 3 mana, 5 damage to a creature, or if you can get to that late game, 9 mana, 10. 10 damage split. Oh! Oh! All right. How about a Chandra Flamecaller? She pushes a lot of pressure. 2 3/1s with haste. We lose Fall of the Hammer, Gust of Wind, a random 2-drop. Okay.
If you're impressed now, wait until everything's on fire.
Me likey what me see. I guess with Chandra in the deck, I'm a little bit more inclined to run something like Cyclops because it's an early game, or rather, yeah, it buys time. Oh man, Dictate of Heliod is nuts. I'm debating taking that and staying open to red-white. However, there is an Akron Crusader in the pack, which is so good in red. That's tough. I would regain Tactician and Archangel. Dictate's a little bit too strong. Hopefully that pays off. Another Murmuring Mystic, Falagi, another Crusader, another Sky Knight. Oh man, this is tough. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, this is tough. I guess Crusader's a safer pick. Feels like any combination of Jeskai colors would be good for us right now. Crusade. I guess the Crusader's not even that good in this deck. Nah, we'll take the Mystic. Get a nice Sight Beyond Sight. That's really nice with two Murmuring Mystics. Another Consider versus a Boulder Salvo. Could take Pilgrim's Eye, I suppose. Yeah, let's take another removal spell. Are going to need some cheap spells, though, to help trigger those. Ooh, Storm Chaser Mage. And another Rimrock Knight, damn. I feel like Rimrock Knight is a better card. However, it may not be better in this deck because it doesn't feel like we're going super aggro red. So I'll take the Mage. Mizium Skin or 2-drop. I think we're going to want to run at least one Mizium Skin with two Murmuring Mystics in our deck. So we're at 8 total instants and sorceries right now, and then we have the Rimrock Knight Adventure for another, so doing pretty good on the Murmuring Mystic triggers. Yeah, we're kind of going into a more red-blue control-y deck. Or not, maybe not control-y, but slower spells deck. Our game plan is not to kill them very quickly anymore. Scatter Wield, Mark Wield. Armed and Dangerous is alright. Valakut Awakening would be fine. Yeah, I think now we're taking the Scatter. It's not that I want to cut the Warhound and the Rimrock Knight, it's just that it might make more sense to cut them. Boros Guildgate for a Taste of Splash, huh? I think we just want the Gust of Wind or the 2-drop. Nice, is it Guildgate? Yeah, Crusader came back anyways. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to play that in this deck. We're probably not even going to run the Cloudfin. Girapur is good. We will run that. Yeah, we kind of just need to pick up like some more wild slashes and stuff to help buy us time in the early game. I don't know. Maybe we won't even run those Cyclops. Oh, that's helpful. Okay. Opening up a Oath of Chandra here to deal 3 damage to a creature for 2 mana. Beginning of each end step, if a Planeswalker entered under your control, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Well, we do have Chandra. Not that that ability is ever what you're hoping to aim for, but another Warhound. The Scabs would also be really good in this deck. I mean, I guess I'm still going to take the Warhound, and maybe we are going to run the Crusader. Not the biggest fan of Dragon-style twins. Almost wonder if the Nimbus Naiad is better here. I think the Naiad might be maybe a little bit better. Expedite, Ranger. How many spells are we at? We're at 10 instants and sorceries right now, so that's a pretty good number. But the Boundary Lands Rangers have been wheeling anyway, so we probably don't need to take it super high. Yeah, Crusader's still going to be a cut. Just give me one more Wild Slash and I'll feel good. Steam Augury's nice. God, I want to take the Witch's Mark, though. I think the Witch's Mark is better in our deck. Another Crusader. Ay, 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 ay. Ah! After taking the Witch's Marks, the two Crusaders actually do fine here. Alright, cut the Cloudfin, cut the Consider. Maybe I'm not going to have room for the Essence Scatter then. Targeted effects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can probably cut the Gust. Well, maybe we are turning more into a aggressive-ish deck. That's the thing. Red is almost always about aggro in this format, so trying to do anything else with it is a little bit awkward, I feel like. Yeah, another Witch's Mark and a Fall of the Hammer. The Fall of the Hammer is probably a necessary removal spell, though it's not a good removal spell for us. Not that good anyways. We have a lot of smaller power creatures. I think I'm just going to take another mark. Swift Spear. Is there room for Scatter or Scab? Maybe. Another Scab. I have a feeling we're not going to be running the Swift Spear in our deck, though. Feels like there were so many different routes this draft could have gone. All of them ending up with a pretty solid deck overall. Gosh, if I really wanted to get cute, I could cut the Murmuring Mystics and go just red-blue spells slash prowess, run double Mizium Skin, run the Cloudfin Raptor, run the Scab. Like, legitimately, that's just not crazy. It is, but it's not. How do we want to build this? More aggressive or more control-y? Cut the Swift Spear. Cut the Scab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to target my creatures, my Croans. Does a Crowan really make sense in a Chandra deck? Yeah, I guess it's fine. God, I really do think cutting the Mystics could be okay. That's crazy talk, though, right? 10 instants and sorceries plus Rimrock Knight. We needed a treasure cruise really bad, though. Oh, I guess 16 lands is probably okay. All right. Man, even with what I drafted, I think there were plenty of ways to build that. I'm not sure about the double Crusader build, but I think I'm going to roll with that at the end. So we'll go like this and see what happens. All right. Slundy Vision as a land. Unlocks an okay-ish looking curve. Though it doesn't appear this Storm Chaser Mage is going to be hitting for too much more than 1 anytime soon. Don't scatter me, bro. Alright, Witch's Mark off the top. Okay, I accept this. I don't really mind them having a counter for the Mystic. That's fine. Look at our curve. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-mana removal spell, potentially. Into Chandra. Oh, that's a nice hit. Oh, 1 mana off of being able to sight beyond sight into the salvo. Alright. That's fine. Still get to put pressure on. I mean, if we draw a land next turn, it's basically game over. Specifics, Kenji. The goddamn specifics of the matter. That's pretty funny. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, they're at 2.
Looks like you're under fire.
They do replace their Necromancer with a different 2/2, but Chandra's at 5 loyalty, so. I mean, our curve out was sick, for sure. The only blemish was the Guildgate not allowing our Chandra a turn earlier. Falaji. Those 2 cards don't matter here. They have to play out a creature. basically. Oh, they don't have to. No, you know what? They can hold up scatter. They would trade, chump, take one. Oh, that doesn't... they kind of have to do something else, don't they? Oh, brutal. They're 1 mana short of being able to hold up their scatter there. Oh, well, I guess we can just go for lethal that way. Works for me. All right. Our draw was great. Our draw was great. More of that type of thing, please. Nice hand on the play. Do need to hit a third land and ideally a fourth as well. Uh-oh. We really need to find one more land. Needed that last turn, but it was still a fine draw. Gonna discard the Mystic here, I think. Okay, Expedite lets us go off even harder this turn. The Thief. Don't need to Boulder Salvo that. That's a good one. Clearly they could have any spell there, but that's fine. I still get to attack with my Crusader. That's a lot of tap lands. um... Alright, I think now we're going to attack with all. Clear shot. This is fine. Okay, yeah, I'm fine doing this. I was going to hold up Mizium Skin, but now that they went with that play, I think I'm okay doing this. It is very, very irrelevant. I guess they're dead this turn, right? If they don't have anything? They did. Well, they have to trade with the Crusader and go to 1. If they have a Gates Ablaze, that would be slightly annoying now. But even still, we have really good follow-ups. Alright, GG's indeed. Yeah, another really good draw for us, even though we were only on 3 lands. That's all it takes when you have a Crone Crusader and some ways to target, huh? 2-0. Alright, we got a good start so far. No creature on turn 1 or 2, kind of not great, but I don't think I'm going to mulligan this hand on the play. Ideally, we find a creature for next turn. don't think we're supposed to just fire off the Witch's Mark. I don't necessarily think it would be wrong to, but... Okay, we're going to be fighting against the Boros. Good news is the Boros deck also did not have a creature on turn 1 or 2. And they're just going to hard cast a Rimrock Knight. Okay, that's real good. So I think we're going to make this play now that we drew a second red source. Crusader, mark it up, discard the island. And we'll leave back the 1/1 token to block the Rimrock Knight. Alright, they did have a Wish's Mark of their own. You know what? I think I like blocking here. I think that's a good trade for us to keep their board clear. Oh yeah, and if that's the follow-up, that's fantastic. So we'll go slashing, smacking for 4, and then I have to decide if I want to pressure on the board or go for some card advantage, and I think we'll just keep pressuring. It's not super likely that they're going to have a way to deal with this many creatures. Oh, that's a good start, though. Okay. Yeah, depending on how many more ways they have to target things, we could have a problem for sure. Let's just go with the Naiad, attack for 6, put them on a 2-turn clock. And even if they kill the Girapur or whatever, I get a 2/2 flyer. I think I have to be too concerned when they only have a few cards left in their hand. Like, yeah, that's a really good sign for us. Okay, that was good. 2 for 1, follow the hammer. Yeah, kind of. I mean, the token was whatever. So we get to go Storm Chaser Mage into Sight Beyond Sight, attack for 3. Oh yeah, that's good. Obviously, we're still insanely far ahead. And a 4/5 ain't gonna cut it. Alright, that is GG's with prowess. They're just dead on board here. Doesn't matter. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, we are ranking up. In my sleep-deprived delirium. At least I still know how to somewhat play aggressive red decks. This hand is real good. It's too bad we're on the draw, otherwise this might not be a hand that could be easily beaten. Turn to Warhoundy. Okay, I think I'm just going to play out the mage. No blocks. Pass? Nothing, huh? Alright, I'll go for it. Let's bestow the Crusader. Pump, trigger, and attack for 1,000,000. This is not going to be a race our opponent wins very easily. A 30-second game. Alright. Wow, climbing is easy. 4-0, yeah. How does this hand look? On the draw, we could keep it. It's not particularly good. It's not particularly awful. I think I'd prefer to mulligan, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Plains into Plaza. We have a gear crafter. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to discard one of these salvos here. And hope that we had drawn a land, which we did not. Do they want a double block? I don't actually want them to, but they did, however. So we really want to draw an island next turn. If I get to play out Murmuring Mystic next turn, I'm going to feel confident. Worst case scenario, though, I just Witch's Mark. Pitch the Nimbus Naiad and hope to hit a land and Oath of Chandra any creature they might play here. Another Gear Crafter's fine. Alright, that's too bad. I think I do just run out the Warhound. If they offer the trade with the Gear Crafter, we absolutely take it. Okay, no attack with the gear. I will say the Murmuring Mystic is incredibly good versus red-white. Red, white, and blue. Oh! Oh no! I did not mean... Oh man, Okay, so that was a brain fart there. What happened was, I thought it was going to go to combat, and I was going to attack, but of course it was detained, so it didn't even let me go to combat, which means I just skipped my turn of playing out the Murmuring Mystic. Oh, that's brutal. I just time-walked myself. Holy crap. Wait, Frostborn Weird is in this format? I did not know that. Wow, I would be so far ahead had I not skipped my turn accidentally. Alright, we're gonna make this play. Make a 1-1 to block the Sky Knight. Okay, that was a good turn. Do they have a Boulder Salvo of their own? Oh, a Boros Reckoner. That's not great. But I guess we'll go for it. Try to Oath of Chandra, the Boros Reckoner. Hope they don't have a pump effect for it. Okay, so I'm going to take 3. That wasn't that bad. Then we get to salvo the Raptor, make a token, and also play out Rimrock Knight. Yeah, just imagine I had 2 Murmuring Mystics on the battlefield right now. We'd be so far ahead. We'd also have more life because we would have made a token on one of those previous turns. Not that we're doing poorly here, of course, but that feels like that one missed turn might have given them a small chance. Alright, second Mystic into Sight Beyond Sight next turn. And now the birds start taking over. Oh yeah, it's good. have a cruise, maybe? Cruise for 3 mana. Sure, that's okay. All right, make 2 more birdies. Look at a couple more cards. Give one of the birdies haste. Make 2 more birdies. Draw a card. I don't think we bother playing out the Akroan. They're dead next turn to a land for Fight with Fire to their face. Plus the 6 birds. I don't mind chumping with the thief there. It's not really doing much. That's not quite a land. I'm going to go ahead and cast it, though, instead of playing it out as a land. It's a little bit too obvious, and we still can hit a bunch of good stuff with this anyways. Yeah, like I said, Murmuring Mystic just so incredibly good versus Boros of sorts. No, we can just chump with a bird. That's fine. That's fine. Oh man, that is so unfortunate for them. Have to use a bunch of removal on a random lot of tokens. And that'll do just fine. All right. Kaboom. Man, that was a ton of Mystic value. Again, imagine had I not time walked myself that one turn. They wouldn't even stood a chance. There was like a small glimmer of hope they had that one opening, but all right, 5-0 start, baby. Let's go. Okay. 5-0 we go. Took a long time to pair there. How are we looking? Very decent opener. Turn 1 Crusader, always a sight to see. Halo Scarab. Do we want a Witch's Mark this turn? It's probably worth doing. I think I'm going to lose the Expedite and play it safe and keep the land. Pretty glad I did, seeing as we didn't find another. Hell, I mean, I just might go all in on the Crusader. Skip playing like the Thief or the Gearcrafter out. Build a Pilgrim's Eye and a couple of lands. So 3 color. Make a 4/4. Crusader don't mess around, bro. Crusader don't miss. That's fine. I can always just sacrifice and unlock the Hound if I want to. Hmm. Mana efficiency gonna be a little bit awkward here. I guess I just start getting the gear crafters online to make some flyers. I don't really want to use fight with fire on any of those creatures. Oh, a shambling vent. Okay. Tactician, that's fine. And this might be a game where we sit and wait till we get to 9 mana to kick the fight with fire. And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna... Oh, well, that changes things. I was gonna say Warhound, one of the tokens, but I guess I'll go for Naiad on one of the gear crafters here instead. Alright, they did find another blue source. Swift Reckoning's okay. Now it's probably just worth it to fight with fire the Tactician, especially if we draw a land like that. And I'm going to target one of the tokens here instead of the Nimbus. Spread out my threats. Have ourselves a nice 2-turn clock. They might be forced to actually attack with the Shambling Vent just for 2 extra life here, right? Put themselves to 7 so that they don't just straight up die in the air. But, well, I guess that doesn't matter, since I can sack the Crusader. Well, we're not blocking the Butler. I'll just block the Vigilant tokens. If they have a Wrath, we still get 2 creatures. Yeah, it's game over. Alright, GG's. I don't think there's anything they can do with 1 mana of any color, even with a tutor. And game over it is. Okay, hey. 6-0. Not a bad place. How about a nice 7-0 present from the Arena Gods? This looks like a keepable hand on the draw. We have an Oath for early removal. Oh, and that helps quite a bit. I was gonna say, we have an Oath for early removal, and if we brick on the blue source, I can just Witch's Mark. Oh, man. This might be a game determined solely off of being on the draw. So if we had resolved the Storm Chaser Thief, we might have actually just gone the distance with it. Dang it, bricked on a land here too. I think I'm just gonna run out the 3-1 instead of going for Witch's Mark for a land. I don't think we're in a huge rush. I don't really care if they detain my Rimrock Knight. Perfect. All right. Mystic kind of hoses blue-white. Yeah, no wonder. No surprise they used a rapid hybridization that quickly. Ah, good value, though. Hybridization into Gust of Wind's kind of nuts. If they just pass the turn here, I don't think I'm supposed to play out a second Mystic. I think I'm going to go for the Witch's Mark into Boulder Salvo. Now, obviously, this is a little bit awkward since the Mystic does, in fact, make perfect creatures versus the 3/1, but I think it's pretty likely they have another Essence Scatter in their hand. Oh, well, now with only 1 mana up, I will go for it if they don't have it. Great. If I get to untap, I'm going to feel very confident. Sight Beyond Sight into holding up Mizium Skin is kind of gross. What does this one do again? 6/6 flying for 6. Draw a card, then put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Funny enough. I think I'm actually going to take the land here, because Fight with Fire is a very realistic way to finish off this game. The Sphinx doesn't have trample or anything, and if they really want to invest 3 mana to draw a card, that isn't the end of the world. Like, I'll go ahead and just take a 1 hit here at least. That is, however, pretty annoying. Making a bunch of island walkers. I guess I'll take the Warhound this time. That was great. So I'm letting them... Oh, okay. So they clearly do have something. I think they have a counter in their hand for sure. Yeah, don't oops me. I know. I know. Oh, maybe they didn't. Okay. Well, now I guess I'm okay to just run out the Rimrock Knight. Like, the Mizium Skin I don't think really accomplishes all that much anymore. That's fine. Alright, just gonna run out a bunch of defenders. So, the 3/3 has to attack here. If I attack with all, they go block, block, block. That doesn't really do much that much. Cool. Sweet. The Warhound will still need to attack next turn, but... I mean, we are going to start falling behind here. I just need, like, one more good spell. Oof! And they've got an Etherling. Now I need to... Yeah, do something. Dang it. I guess we have to just push some damage. Gotta leave back one bird. So they probably just block the biggest of my threats and take 4. Oh, I didn't expect them to block the Mystic. Sure. In this scenario, then, I'm gonna Mizium Skin to save my Warhound and also make a bird. Okay. Yeah, it's a close one. I mean, they're currently dead on board, but they have 2 cards in their hand plus Sphinx activation. That doesn't kill me, but that was a really good draw. Okay. Need to find 1 point of damage here. Yep, they flicker, and they did it at the right time. They need to do it before the end step. And that, I believe, should do it. Because they have to block the 2/2, which means they take 1 damage from it dying. So they're going to take exactly 4 points of damage. Let's go. Or rather, they're going to take 3 damage and then lose 1 life. Wow. Whew. I don't think we were supposed to win this game. I'll take it. Let me tell you, it feels pretty good in my sleep-deprived, delirious state to, well, yeah, run perfect. Actual run perfect. Deck was good. Thought we drafted it pretty well. Didn't really get to play Chandra as much as we wanted, but we just had a good curve of creatures and good interaction. And good draws, so we'll take it. 7-0. Thanks for watching, friends. Let's try to emulate this result in the Arena Open. I'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.